You're here early. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions. Now, not to say I question the presence, although if you were keen on there's a particular. My scout should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Competence recognizes competence. One last thing. Visit the Ministry of Accuracy first to gain credentials that will grant you easy entrance to the repair center.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require ammunition can be purchased at vending machines.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you. Hey, save that for the wrongdoers.
I wonder what the other companions are going to be like. Can't wait to find some. This game is going to be so lit. I wonder what the DLC is going to be like for this game.
take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed. No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy, which is why I gotta ask. What are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she can try, I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice, former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping Raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them. It's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment. As far as I can tell, it's the polite name. If you've got the misfortune of being Protectorate, you live under the watchful eye of the Sentinels. You even think of stepping out of line, they pay to where exactly? And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The minister sent me here to find it. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just... weren't many of us crafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No, but I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork. You looked at the fine print of an employment Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck. Could pursue fixing it myself, were I out of my contract. But if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive law. No, the contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on, or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Go ahead. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's made this choice.
Engaging.
Let me know when you need it.
The commander's final start.
Protocols not yet charged.
I'm hit for charge! You lock
Emergency protocols ready.
leaving. Shift's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life? Outside our lab? No. No. Audacious advance.
Love to, but I'm not ready.
Commencing countdown.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly... Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they? Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to... Likewise, and please inform... There must be at least a few useful parts in here. It's warped. Looks like everything else.
Alright, repair center. Here we are. Are these Protectorate?
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking Protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Definitely the second one. But it's like the Marshal says, in war, evacuation is not an option. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts.
Oh, I was hoping to kill all the Protectorate.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Oh, she wanted me to sabotage this place.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay.
Mm-hmm. Whoops. Well, whatever our last autosave is gonna be, I don't know. I don't know what our last autosave is gonna be, fellas. But I definitely aggroed everybody in the whole area. Alright. Usually that's not a good idea. Usually you want to take it room by room. Plenty of time. But this is a lot more people than I think I have resources for, so getting a Tralala in here is probably for the best.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the Quartermech here. Quartermaster Automechanical, or excuse the mess, by the way. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick. This is the Protectorate, after all, where perfection is achieved through discipline, not mercy. Now what'll it be? Aw, I really need someone else to test this thing. Tell you what, if you give it a go and have any trouble, I'll be happy.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business.
It's my boy Sam.
Shares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things.
Bring back my boy Sam, bro.
Phrasing the request differently.
I really want Sam so bad.
Conversational status uncomfortable. Current inventory indicates 0 copies of item designated stuff. Transaction halted.
I see. It's mislabeling stuff as a specific request. I'll have to add additional linguistic support for collective nouns. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce.
Initiating commerce.
I Hey, we got an 18 pistol. What do you think about that, people? Isn't that so cool? You don't have anything I care about. Except for probably that cool pistol. Let's see, what's its main thing? 30% weak spot damage. Like, I'll figure out how to hit that. 33 shots, 18 times 3. Can we buy it? Maybe. Maybe we can afford it. If we sell all of our stupid junk. Yeah, we love stupid junk. You know me. I'm all about junk. I'm a cigarettes vendor. Alright, so now we can afford this pistol. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but we'll see.
See you soon, I hope.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshall, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage. Well, prepare to be disappointed. We've got a gas leak, if the color of the sky hadn't already informed you. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. Ah, that's where you're in luck. Thanks to our resident Zeranium scientist, no one needs to die, perish, or suffer any injuries, grievous or otherwise. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. There is a nominal risk that the automechs will act impulsively, but there will be plenty of time to unravel that particular knot once they're delivered.
Marshall, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. Let the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
There's a good fellow. Cleave to your...
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more. You want to see the quarter. She'll only be able to sit. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station. But I'm responsible. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. I'd say it's guaranteed. The Marshal is a good man, but he...
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. I don't think anything. Leak or no leak, we can't abandon our post. The Doctor's Zeranium shield is how we outlast this conflict. My people are fighting a war on two fronts. Anti on one side and Zeranium on the other. I can what else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Anti's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into their assault. Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged and beset with big problems. Further damage soon occurred. No need to fret on my behalf. A good soldier imparts wisdom. The situation is deteriorating rapidly, and while I try, loyalty and instinct. No matter. What can I do for you this time? This facility's purpose is the maintenance of automechanicals. The old staff. Now, their burden is mine.
Might be wise to get that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
What about you?
Zeranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment to study my symptoms.
Mercy.
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, and what's this? Fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild case. I imagine you, if you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask for medical posterity, and so on and so forth. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? Indeed, someone lacking a trained eye would have missed the symptoms. However, I happen to specialize in this particular malady. All right, next question. How are you feeling? For instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid or spleen? Well, good for you. Keeping a positive attitude can often aid your recovery. I wish more of my patients shared your optimistic disposition. As a token of my appreciation, allow me to provide you advanced Zeranium therapy of the highest possible quality. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love, be pleased to act as your consulting physician again, should the need arise.
Yeah, I need a shit ton of
Don't have much to
inhaler. Fucker, I hate when they sell these. Yeah, we like trauma kits. There's nothing else in here. Ooh. Oh. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit, it hurts so bad. Oh man. That hurts so much. It hurts so bad, dude.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want? Quite busy, as I said, and less pleased for this unscheduled work suspension. Now, did you have some business here? Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, assist me and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with one and the same? That building took... I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Yes, quite right. And let me tell you, it was astoundingly difficult to dial in the residents. Luckily, the difficult work is behind us. There are only a smattering of ancillary details still to be hashed out. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that. Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment.
Why even play the game
To have a
then?
new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo! Ah, my little minion. I trust until...
We should get any closer.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unknown.
Were you successful? What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll... Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. An invention that works on paper is half the work. The other half is simply a matter of sourcing materials and capable help. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility. You would imagine so. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist will... So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poison. Dragoons are a mainstay. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Failing that, be prepared. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed. Assuming we... Well...
Yes? She and I have... Please understand, why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. Marshall Donaldson wrote that? And in an official record? Well, I don't know what to say. If the Marshal truly thinks that highly of me, then I have no choice but to live up to my reputation. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract one catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Not a chance. Donaldson has done everything in his power to get this facility online. He can't blame me for doing the same. Be seeing you, stranger.
Well, any closer? Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. Don't thank me.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
This is almost too good to be true. Yeah, sure. I'll accept this flaw. I want the extra power damage. And I never block. Like, you never catch me blocking ever. That was never my playstyle. Now I can steal all their shit, too. Isn't that awesome? Damn. This is really good. This is actually a really good flaw. I'll take that flaw, thank you. That's a really good flaw. Fuck blocking. That's what I always say to them. That's what I always say to them. Fuck blocking. I ought to be able to kill you as soon as possible. This is the correct way to play the game. I didn't just sabotage this facility. I killed everyone. And I'll take your trauma kit too, and your fucking robot. Goodbye, robot. You guys are done. You guys are pieces of poo. Hate all you guys. Fuck the Protectorate. Whoa.
Command's ready to assist with agents help.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Huh? Just...
Well, I'm sorry I'm doing this to you fellas, I really am. But I just couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered not to try to kill everybody and then leave that. And I succeeded. Your toughest guy... Your toughest guy was really hard. It's only gonna get worse for you guys. Alright, 2 more points.
That cover spot looks much better. As better as reconvene.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Oh, I get what energy's for now. Do we kill everyone in the facility? Hooray! We are so powerful now. that all y'all people? Well, congrats everybody. We killed a bunch of people.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Like the Protectorate folks resent us liberating.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm free shoes to the wind. Maybe I am wrong.
Just heard tales some of my troops stormed the bridge to the Vox Relay. Auntie may be displeased, but the results speak for themselves. Such a shame the troops won't be receiving any promotions for their daring. Insubordination in Auntie's choice is as frequent and spontaneous as death, and twice as unwelcome. Not to mention some of those bodies we're fixing for my role. Important part is the bridge is in our grasp. I'm planning to keep it that way. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Though I don't understand your soft-hearted tendencies, you do good work. So I can lower myself to easing your emotion. Anyone still living at that repair facility is safe. They'll be stuck there trying to fix the facility for the whole war. And we won't attack it, since we know it's ruined. Now, moving on to my aiding you. Normally,
Accidentally killed everybody over there.
But the bridge has already been cleared. That aside, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Keep it, by blood and by steel. My troops may have acted without my go-ahead, but I'll be drawn. It's a Protectorate power generation facility. Utilizes the not at the. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can step light, though. Take care in the northern regions of the island. Loose your words. I'm listening. Good work. Sure it'll aid your path into the Vox. Presuming you keep your nerve. Let me spin you a yarn. One of my elite regiments ceased replying to hails several weeks ago. Hardy bunch. Fought all across the system. Yesterday, the Protectorate launched the regiment commander's upper torso into one of our encampments, which makes 2 1/3 complete corpses of a 6-person unit. Mocking us. Calculating bastards, the Protectorate. Would admire their efficacy if it weren't taking so many of my best and brightest. Ask a loaded question, get a loaded answer. You want diluted truths and empty charm? Milver Street's just around the corner. Pains me to admit such, but for all our losses, we've minimal gains to show. It's all these half measures. Man doesn't seem to understand there's an order to things. Convert your enemies after the war ends, not before. Try too early, you got saboteurs, spies, and the unruly. It's a poor use of our resources, inefficient at best, actively detrimental to our work at worst. And if there's one thing I despise...
Minister, I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving myself to you time and again, haven't I? All I'm asking is a mite of trust. Let me fix my arm, and I'll...
Calm down. You know the risks you enhanced troopers present. My utilizing you at all was a kindness on your behalf. Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about if this contract weren't staying my hand? I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. That's surely the most tempting offer I've heard all day.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. Oh, I'm counting on it.
This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's Choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say. But Auntie's Choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you if you're serious about that job offer, come find me when you're...
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. Troopers abandoning their contracts.
All done in there? Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. I'd like to take you up on your offer, if you're good for it. You're going places. Could be I'm keen on heading that direction myself. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, and in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's Choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafts for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see...
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship. I didn't mean me, but all right. I see where your head's at.
After you.
I might trade Val off as soon as I don't need to heal anymore, but as for right now, like, I'm constantly having to heal, so whatever gives me the thing that says charges for my inhaler. Yeah, this is what I want. Auntie's Choice liftoff.
Hello again. Was there something you... Oh, Inez. You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scaly friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more. Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
Not once you're inside the cave. There, all you'll find of the Protectorate is an unguarded drainage pipe coming from the Vox Relay. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know of...
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, yes, though I would recommend... Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery.
if I subjected it to... Ah, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. Well, aren't you the observant one? Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to... Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. I see you understand my predicament. But my current experiment should yield a way around such a minor obstacle. Perhaps with a larger hammer. It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? All the way dead? Or just a mite dead? Dang. Well, I reckon I can still do some research on their Here, for the research opportunity you've provided.
There's a beast out there just waiting to yield up its vitals to a grafting table. I'd like to begin the hunt soon, if it's all the same to you. Skeleton's nearby. And if it's as nearby as I think, it don't bode well for those scientists. Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play. Nice work. Mind bringing it over here so I can take a gander? Muscular reticulation's still intact. Cartilaginous integrity mostly sound. A good clean cut. And the pincer's still sharp. Yeah, this'll do just fine. Shame about all the scientists, though. I was hoping this wouldn't be too steep. If you still got some hunting you, that Raptidon matriarch's on the loose. Her den's not far from the Vox Relay up north.
Halt! Don't come in. Huh?
Ready to assist.
What's that
Agent
noise?
Health needs.
Let this log serve as a record of the fact that Sentry's first-class Briggs and Jakes are both still loyal to the Protectorate and the Sovereign, despite their
Enthusiastically
actions.
neutralizing
The mental state of
unfriendly.
Brigadier Montelli has been rapidly degrading over the past few months, and the Vox Relay Station is no longer safe for even the most loyal subjects. Initially, we assumed he was simply being overly cautious by increasing security beyond the standard required by regulations. Unnecessary, but commendable. This quickly devolved into lashing out, seemingly at random. Finally, he started purging the traitors from our ranks. Any infraction, real or imagined, is now seen as an act of treason and deemed grounds for immediate execution. We could no longer live under the abuse of the paradigm. This may make us traitors in the eyes of our superiors, but we will return to be judged when sanity has returned to the Vox Relay Station.
Seems suspect to me.
Personal audio log, Sergeant Bornsworth. We've been deployed to deal with a new living weapon fielded by Auntie's forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
Yeah.
Standing by. Engaging emergency protocols. Benefits available at your request.
business. Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around and they don't belong here. But they sure carved out a place for themselves. I can respect that.
Entering a combat. Reconsider your choice of target.
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
That protocol. Emergency protocols ready.
Making our cue, right? Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular X. The matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. Oh, not a lot of people know about the hallucinogenic properties of Nebulium. Enhanced soldiers keep a vial in case we're captured. It renders us pretty useless to torture. Let me think. Yeah, 3 parts pheromone and 2 parts Nebulium ought to do it. Use that as the lure and the matriarch won't. Ready for this? I like that. Makes all the difference when you have good folk watching your back. All right, let's do this. Here, all right. Let's put our heads together. Yep. See these half-eaten remains? She'll have retreated into a matriarch with 3. Let me. Ready for this? All right. Bring it here, would you? Law, look at this part. That's twice the muscle mass of a Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the coloration's to my liking. Can't ever discount the aesthetics. You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your talent, we would have taken Eden months ago. Whenever you're ready, we should head back to Fairfield. Have a word with Doc Tinsley now that I have both the skeleton and matriarch specimens. In honesty, I don't know which one I should ask Doc to patch me up with. Can't go wrong with either, but one could be the better choice. If you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. All right. But Doc Tinsley will need an answer once we meet with her. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the Rap...
Damned if I go. Can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor?
Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action.
And hastening to cover!
Not yet charged. This unit is non-functional.
Sound of that at all.
Back to it.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you...
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one Force rocket for a whole tin of prestige Force glow.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here. Keep protectorate defectors.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton Crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts? Grafting with the matriarch feels right. The Enhanced Soldier Division was designed with Raptidons in mind, and there's nary a specimen finer than our late matriarch. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the Raptidon matriarch will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
If this is the end, Doc, let it be swift.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
Hello again. Remember not? What can I do for you?